Hi, my name is Shotzi Gorman. I'm here as a tattoo artist, a professional tattoo artist for Expert Village. Well, this is a particular image that's one of my favorites and is also something that I'm quite well known for. It's a portrait of Charles Lindbergh, but it has heroic proportions. So this is really one of the first times that portraiture and tattooing was taken to this scale. It's a complete full back piece, which goes from the back of his neck to his just below his waistline. This fellow came to me. He was a pilot training to have his own pilot's license, and he admired the relationship that Anne Morrow and Charles Lindbergh had with each other, the husband and wife team. Anne Morrow was not only Lindbergh's wife, but she was his #1 navigator. They navigated through life together. Although Lindbergh was a very controversial figure, and I brought up a lot of information to this guy, and he had been a Lindbergh collector for many years, and we had a friendship. And I talked to him about the relationship between Lindbergh and the Nazis and his admiration for German engineering, and he kind of put it off that, well, it was simply an affair, an affection for technology having to do with aviation. Ironically, years later, after I did the tattoo, it's been exposed now that Lindbergh actually was a bigamist and had a family with 4 children in Germany, which could have really been the reason that he ended up spending the last years of his life in Paris after the kidnapping and murder of his youngest son. So this was an interesting process, this tattoo, and it took 33 hours total of actual tattooing. In addition to that, it required that I design special equipment to try to achieve the soft airbrush gradation in the face. So I designed a 50 needle cluster and had a machinist work with me and create a jig so I could assemble groups of needles and 50 needles in a cluster, creating a sort of an eraser tip formation at the base of them. And then I had a machinist make tubes for me and adjusted the machines that I was working with. The fellow who got the tattoo was kind enough to allow me to experiment with a few different needle groupings and configurations and experiment with different techniques to try to get this soft gray blush over the skin. I think it's one of my most successful tattoos in terms of reproducing a photographic image. It won many awards all over the world as he traveled and it showed the tattoo. It's been, the source of many references. It was actually included in a major exhibition at the Museum of Natural History in New York in the early part of the 2000s.